Hello, welcome to Game On Central, the most Pokemon-obsessed gaming news show on the internet that you can find. And today we're asking the very important question. Has Pokemon run out of ideas? I mean, ice cream cone Pokemon? Come on, Game Freak. Central's host, Rowdy Crowley. Thank you for clicking on that thumbnail. Before we start this video, the question of the day for this is, what's your favorite generation of Pokemon? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6? Post your answers, comedic or serious, in the comments below. My favorite answers will be shown at the end of next video. Pokemon has been a big deal in the video game industry ever since its first video game in 1997, and it was big even before that with its mangas and TV shows. It was an extremely original idea, and even though the storyline hasn't changed much at all throughout the games, it's still one of the most unique games you can find out there. But with adding 100 or so Pokemon every generation, it's kind of difficult to keep up so many unique ideas. In the beginning, they had Pokemon that were based off of mythology and the Japanese culture, and so many fun, amazing things, and some based off of real-life animals that just made it feel more realistic. It used to be that they put so much thought and effort into everything they did, but now, coming up with Pokemon is so difficult. Well, how about we take a break and go to the ice cream shop? I could sure use a cone right now. No, we have to work. What if we get ice cream and work at the same time? How would we do that? We create an ice cream Pokemon! I love it! And now we have Vanillux. So this raises the question. Are we near the end of Pokemon? Do they have any new ideas? Will Pokemon Go be the end of Pokemon? What's gonna happen? They keep remaking old games now with Soul Silver and Omega Ruby. Is Pokemon dying? So, after intense research, in other words Googling this a lot, I found some articles about this in some discussion forums. Dorkly, the creator of Pokemon Rusty version, posted something about the lack of creativity with the newest Pokemon. He sarcastically shows that some Generation 5 Pokemon has some strong similarities to Generation 1 Pokemon. Meanwhile, on GameFAQs.com, they had a poll where the users of the website voted on whether or not Pokemon was running out of ideas. And people voting no won over 8 times the amount of votes that yes had. So Game Freak, just go ahead and keep throwing us some dessert-inspired Pokemon. I personally am waiting for the pineapple upside down cake Pokemon. But this episode is not about whether or not the Pokemon community thinks they're running out of ideas, it's whether or not I think they're running out of ideas. And also whether or not it actually seems like they are. But mostly my opinion, because I'm awesome. Let's look at what the Huffington Post had to say about this with their article, "These 20 Pokemon will have you think twice before you try catching them all." Such a clever title. They show 20 of the most oddly designed Pokemon, from Litwick to Bronzer. Let's look. The first Pokemon they show is Cryogonal, and frankly, I don't see what the problem is. It's a snowflake, obviously. Sure, that's not the most original idea they could have, but it's not like they just threw googly eyes on some terribly drawn snowflake. It looks more like a cyborg snowflake. It looks like a snowflake-designed freaking robot with metal and stuff. It seems like the kind of snowflake that doesn't just give you frostbite, it freaking murders your butt. So to me, Cryogonal really isn't that stupid. It's actually a Pokemon I would love to have on my team. So next up on the list is Litwick, a small candle that has a purplish frame and looks really cutesy. It pretty much just looks like Lumiere's little baby cousin. But it evolves into Lampent and Chandelure, which I actually think are some pretty cool looking Pokemon. Sure, the first version of this Pokemon isn't that great, but that's the idea of Pokemon. They start off as something simple and then they grow and become something really cool. That's the point of Pokemon evolving. The same goes for Clink. Sure, the name of the Pokemon line is as terrible as it possibly could be, but the final evolution actually looks kinda cool. Sure, the ice cream line of Pokemon is stupid and just totally horrendous in every way possible, but that's one line of Pokemon. So if we're gonna say Game Freak is running out of ideas because of that one thing, then us, the players, are the problem, not Game Freak. So, at the end of the day, no, I don't think Pokemon is running out of ideas. They just don't always have the best of ideas. And you know, that started at Generation 1. But Wait, Rowdy, that's an unpopular opinion. You can't have that. No, actually, my opinion is not unpopular according to GameFAQs polls. And even if it was, it's still my opinion, and I'm not really wrong. So anyway, thank you guys for watching this first episode of Game On Central. If you liked it, tell me in the comments below and hit the like button. Give me feedback on what you think could be better, and tell me some ideas you want me to cover in the gaming industry. This new series will be on every other Thursday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am your geeky host, Rowdy Crowley, signing out, and I'll see you all next time. And as always,
So is your face.
Lucario, go!